Hey there guys, so welcome back to the new season of Oshi no Ko anime. I'll be honest here, the first season of Oshi no Ko was a banger and I loved it, so I am quite excited about the season 2, so let's start the episode 1, now. Basically this season will be a play in theater, about the Great War where famous warriors blazed the battlefield with their conviction to keep fighting, but there was no victor in the war. But there were 21 swords that could choose the fate of the world, but they were scattered across the east, and the story then starts with one sword with a certain man. These are the introductions of the characters that we're about to see in the play. First is Blade, second is Tsurugi, third, Kazami, fourth is Monmi, then the fifth is Tuki, and the main, Princess is Saya. The play's name is Tokyo Blade, where Princess Saya gave up her life in Tuki's arms at the end, and the roles playing them are both couples Aqua and Akane. But for now they got 10 minutes break and other characters were busy in their own world of affairs. As for Ruby, she was at her mother's grave telling her about her Bikomachi live show. After that she had held a number of small concerts and posted video online and gained fans. As for Aqua, he's still nagging about acting but keeps working as an actor, so it's hard to guess what he's thinking. But now he has a cute girlfriend. They started dating after the TV show. But Aqua still says they are a couple for work purposes, which Ruby dislikes about Aqua. As for herself, Ruby wants to reach new heights in her idol career, like mother like daughter, but for the main storyline. This play was based on a popular manga that sold over 50 million copies. Featured as a historical war of various groups of Japan, Arima over there is a member of the protagonist faction, and Akane and Aqua stand in their way as the enemy faction. So war is waged between Shinjuku and Shibuya faction, and Akane thought Aqua was dull because he don't have many scenes with Kana, but Kana just goes nuts in the acting, which is scary for him, because a little fault and he's in for a lecture. But Akane still loves talking about acting, and that's just what otaku does. Aqua has zero passion for acting, because those who go on stage loves acting, but he's different. For Aqua it's a mean to get closer to the truth about through leader of theater of Lalai, who might know something about Ai's death. Then while Aqua was going off, Akane stopped to go together to start their practice again. Meanwhile others were also into their role play, and representative of Tokyo Blade was also observing the rehearsal. Their eyes were on this natural ones, but others were also doing great after Sweet today. Especially Melt, but for Aqua, this is his first play yet there are no errors on him. So, at least that was good. Everyone had their own set of good thing, but Akane is doing great, so she might outshine Arima, but probably, because they still have Himkawa, a real pro when it comes to acting, and he gets the real acting done with Arima, and his showdown like the play itself has come to life that everyone can't help but observe. Their acting rehearsal was way too good, and Himkawa asked Arima out for dinner. Arima agreed and asked Melt to join them because she wants to talk a lot about acting, and seeing Arima. Akane opened her eyes and she started taking notes for things she should also include in her own acting, and Toshiro has high expectations from this kids because all of them hates losing is what he thinks. Then third day of practice comes by, but not everyone can make it because of their own busy life, and the play is 1 month after, so they have to practice 6 to 7 hours a day. So when there's someone absent, a stand-in is hired to continue the practice. Their Himkawa asked a word that's written in kanji, and Melt was the same. Arima seems well in kanji while these two sucks. And in just 3 days practice group is formed, but the boyfriend is the only one, all gloomy lone warrior sitting around in the corner, but Akane still likes it and saw boyfriend keep staring at Arima, so little lady was jealous of it. Their Aqua says Arima is serious about her acting, but that show-off once caused her to lose her job. After that, she was surrounded by lackluster to survive in the industry. But now things might change in Lalai with Himkawa, and Aqua also knew Akane is trying to match Arima, but the truth is, she'll lose. Bro, that's not something a boyfriend should say. Then Akane starts her role, but the feeling was lacking, like emotion and tension and stuffs, so she changed the nature of dialogue and that was it. But Akane was still at a loss with her character build. Princess Saya. Saya does not have a lot of screen time, so finding her source is difficult, and the less appearance of Saya means less info for Akane to act, so she has to fill the gap. But her prescription is a bit different from the script, so in short she's screwed. The script says Saya is kind and does not like killing, but to reduce playtime she was made into a battle maniac. So what to do with this poor Saya character, because the manga author had already signed this off. Then on day 5 script writer comes in and Princess Saya still had trouble, so Aqua told her to ask the producers then, but Akane was shy, plus Kendaichi won't approve them finding faults, so Aqua goes to him and told them Akane had something to say. Bro got her involved at last, so Akane relates that her character is something she can't grasp. Script writer gets what she's saying because he also had a hard time with this, because if they adapt Saya's true nature then it would mean more run time. Plus, there are too many characters. So they had to simplify things around for other characters as well, but if Akane still thinks something's amiss, the script writer is happy to revise it, but Kendaichi told him not to because it would create disjoint in the play, so Akane doesn't have to rely on her emotions but to show her interpersonal conflict that others could understand. But then comes the special guest, author of the manga and her supporter Yuriko. But Yuriko is really chummy with Arima, but when Let says hi, the mood gets scary, which is understandable given the mess Melt had made in Sweet today was no joke. But Abiko is really shy when it comes to talking. She just got here to watch them rehearse, and seeing her work turned into play, Abiko wants to revise it. It's certainly too late for that, but not just one part, she means everything. Now that sure is messed up, and right there, the first episode ends. But to see more, subscribe the channel and like the video to support me so that I can bring more anime recaps to you all. Until then, take care.